Hey guys, Ramblin Bob here again. Say, I didn't want to make another video on this, but I'm still getting to this day questions about how to tell if you have the first version of the Pecron E2000LFP. So I apologize for making another video on this, but I want to kind of put it to rest the easiest possible way. There's two steps that make it absolutely undeniable of you have an original version. So when your system is on, okay, I'm using 250 watts out, 58% battery, about 17 hours left. I got the full rack 8K system. Okay, so the easiest way to tell, the easiest way is two simple steps. If you click this button while it's on, notice that this turns from a percentage to voltage, and this one turns to voltage and power factor. Now notice that my voltage is 112 volts, and that's because I have my solar string coming in, and it's very early in the morning, and it's about to start charging. So this would normally say 110 volts. If you have the first one, you're going to see 110, 19, 111, 112. And if you have a newer one, this will say 120 or 119 or 121. So that literally is the easiest way. You don't have to be a technician to check this. You don't have to get any fancy tools. You just click these buttons right here, and notice they switch from the power out to the hours left to the percentage. And if you just click the buttons, that's how quick it is, guys. It's so simple. Okay, so that's one way. And then the kind of technical way to check is, see this port right here? This is the 100 watt output for the USB-C. That's these little guys, okay? That's that new phone one. So if you were to plug in a cable, sorry, it's hard to do one-handed. If you plug in a cable like that and you put it to whatever you have, I'm going to use this power station, this very small one, just to give you an easy way to visually see this. If I plug this into the input of this power station, because you can charge this one via USB-C, and then when you turn on this DC, this is the AC, right? The bottom one. The top one is the DC, and that turns on this whole section. So when you hit this button, boom, see how, okay, that pops on. Now notice, watch the output of the DC. This is the AC output, this is the DC. Remember, this is supposed to be a 100 watt port, right? Well, unfortunately, they kind of screwed up. They didn't put the protocol in there for 20 volts at 5 amps, which equates to 100 watts. Notice it maxed out at 61 watts, right? Which is about on par for 65 watt port. This port was incorrectly protocoled. Now all the new ones added the protocol for 20 volts at 5 amps. Now notice on the power stations, very hard to see, guys, but see, it says 56 watts in. And that's normal because it takes energy to convert energy to make energy. You know what I mean? So it takes money to make money. It takes energy to make energy. That's as simple as it is. So that maxed out at 56, which is obviously nowhere near 100 watts, right? And this output maxed out at 61, which is nowhere near the 100 watts it's supposed to be. Pecron updated this board right here. They also updated this board right here. Now it's a true 100 watts on the latest systems, which is every system they sell now, and 120 volts on this portion on every new system. So you don't have to question anymore, guys. If you order a system like this, you don't have to go through all this craziness that we did for the last months. We did it to help everybody understand what they're buying and what to expect. And like I said, hopefully this will be the last time I have to make a video on this. I'm happy to help, but I covered it so many times that hopefully this one will be the easiest, most comprehensive way to remember and to check your system, just in case if you have any doubts. Because like I said, I'm still getting messages to this day, and I think those are new people and new subscribers that come to the channel, and they say, wow, this guy did a heck of a lot of work on this model. I mean, he's got like 40 or 50 videos dedicated to just this model. That's a huge amount of information. That's like a library of information just dealing with one model. So yeah, so that's the easiest way, guys. 65 watt output, supposed to be 100. They fixed it with the new protocol and the 120 voltage out. Those are two things that I recommended to them right away when I first started the channel. And you know what? They changed it. So hats off to you, Pecron, for doing a good job of updating. I wasn't too happy to see that at first. Like this, I was told, and it says on the back 110, but I like 120. So I'm surprised that they did that, you know. So hats off to them. All right, guys, ramble on. Be safe. If you're not a subscriber, join the family. This is how we learn together as a team. If you found the information valuable, hit that like button. I think this video hopefully will put this version 1, version 2 nonsense to bed, hopefully permanently. And this information will find its way into your home and your head. And that way you can check for yourself and just feel better about what you bought and understand what you bought. All right, guys, ramble on, be safe, and I'll talk to you again. All right, bye.